What's up, guys? So this is the first layer of geometries for this particular painting. You can see I'm doing a trapezoidal pattern. There's two different patterns you can do with trapezoids. There's a fan or sort of pinwheel propeller pattern, which is not this. And then there's this pattern where if we think of each of these triangles, the bigger triangle that it consists of three trapezoids, the direction changes on each of those, and we end up with trapezoids that reflect over each other, and those pair up to create a hexagonal pattern. I've got my two grid system going, so for my next layer I'm going to repeat this pattern, and it's going to be rotated, right, like 15 degrees. And what I want to do is I want to do this layer in tertiary colors, and I'm going to do the next layer, which will be the top layer, in primary and secondary colors. I need 6 colors to do my pattern. There are 6 tertiary colors, 3 secondary colors, and 3 primary colors. So I've written out the color wheel, and I've figured out what the order of just my tertiary colors are, and now I'm going to take this Sharpie marker and I'm going to write in what each of those colors are. Once I do this in the center, I'll be able to see what all of them are, because there are 6 colors, and in the case of this geometry there are 6 different orientations of the trapezoid. So if I know that yellow-green is in this orientation, then every single trapezoid in that orientation will be yellow-green, for example. So I hope that gives you a little bit of an understanding of what my plan is and what's going on with all of these paintings. There's an aspect of color mapping, which is exactly what I just described. And by assigning a color a specific shape or direction, it makes it easy for your brain to immediately read all those colors at the same time. And so you might find yourself looking at the painting and reading all the green, all the red, and so on, and then maybe combinations of each. Another one of the interesting things that happens as I'm working on these is different relationships will come out. A lot of the times in relation to the color wheel and its orientation on the piece. So for example, in the last one I did, all of the complements ended up perpendicular to each other. In a previous painting, because complements are directly across from each other on the color wheel, they repeated in lines where it was like yellow, purple, for example. So I don't know exactly what this will look like, and that's part of the fun. So stay tuned, and I'll give you the update. Like, comment, and subscribe, and yeah, pump it.